How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Tuesday edition. Oh, Burn It Down with Kim Brown. It's like I know the name of my show. I just be playing, y'all. I'm so excited you guys are here to join me today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Maybe I should start saying the dates. No, I should fuck that. Nobody cares. We do not really care what day it is around this joint. All I know is 2 days and Fridays. That's it. And whatever numerical day those days happen to line up with, so be it. Que sera, sera. What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here. We've got a good show in store for you tonight. Couple of quick things. So, fuck. God damn it. Well, first of all, just some Fire Fam acknowledgments. Some Fire Fam acknowledgments. We wanted to send our love and condolences going out to Learn Life. Learn Life, their grandfather passed away over the weekend, and we just wanted to extend some love out to Abby Abs. Thank you so much to the Hearts for letting me know. Guys, I have to say, the level of caring amongst this group of particular YouTubers, it's pretty impressive. Like, I mean, you guys, well, y'all know because y'all been over here, but motherfuckers who come over here maybe for the first, second time, they wouldn't think that so much profanity could nurture a space of so much compassion. Like, I'm very proud of the way that we check in on each other around here. And so I just think thank the Hearts for telling me. And Abby, we're sorry to hear about your grandfather. Also, our beloved Dee Dee, Northern Witch, her hubs had some minor surgery. So we wanted to say hey to hubs. Dee Dee, is your husband named David? Lord have mercy. You know I can't remember shit. That's why I was calling him Hubs. He know who I'm talking about. D Hubbin, you know who I'm talking about. We hope that you have a speedy and swift and proficient recovery there, hubby. And we love, of course, you know we love Dee Dee, Northern Witch. Northern Witch is one of our OGs over here. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are just the cat's meow. And special thanks to everybody that came and participated in the disability support chat this past Saturday. Don't, just as a reminder, we do the support chats every second Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern. There's a lot of mamas. Mama Lorraine is my mama, and then there's Mama Lorraine. Mama Lorraine, Anna Hart, Abby, they have been so amazing with their consistency and their dedication to putting on the disability support chats. I just show up, and we just talk about it here. So shout out to everybody that made an appearance, showed up. And this was a really good one, by the way. We really had really good conversations. I'm telling you, these people, if you are so fortunate to be a member of the Fire Fam, I'm telling you, you're gonna have people looking out for you. What's up, my son Tyler? Love, of course. There's our baby boy, Tyler. Tyler, thank you so much, Tyler. Tyler's not my actual son, but he could be. could be. He's in Sun and Range. And yeah. So thank you so much to my baby boy, Tyler. Shout out to everyone that's checking up in here. What's up, 40J Blaze? You know I love to see 40J Blaze. And there goes Shirley. Let's get this shit started, Shirley. What's going on with you, baby? Who else we got in here? Hey, Holly. That's it. Sweary Fieries. And of course, my girl Franny French is in the building. Big Vesper X. Love to see you in here, Vesper. Vesper, and everybody. Tomorrow, I'm hosting Status Crew 6 p.m. I'm trying to get somebody to come on and talk about Cop City. If nobody comes on and talks about Cop City, I'm talking about Cop City on Status Crew tomorrow. That's why I'm not doing the Cop City update tonight on my show, because I need something to talk about tomorrow. I need something to talk about tomorrow. And to be honest, like, you guys are already well versed on the Cop City issue. Definitely like to talk about Cop City on Jordan's platform, because obviously it's much bigger. And I'm trying to spread the fucking word. Like, the word has been spread here on BIDWKB. Ain't no more word to be spread regarding Cop City. And if you need to get caught up on Cop City, we have a convenient little playlist on the channel for you to do that. But yeah, so that's Cop City tomorrow on Status Crew, 6 p.m. Eastern. Y'all tune in for that. Was there something else? It'll come to me later, I hope. No guarantees, no guarantees. Tony, Dawn Bird's in here. What's going? Hey, peace, Kofi. Thank you so much, Kofi. I love to see you in here. John Kemper. Thank you, John Kemper, for showing up. And big up also to John Coister. John, I read your comment and I appreciate that you are still rocking with us. So thank you so much to all the Johns. You guys remember when Emil Hirsch, is that his name? Who was the man who played on Taxi? Or was it Judd Hirsch? Maybe Emil is somebody different. Judd Hirsch. Remember when Judd Hirsch? Who? Jesus, I'm dating myself. If you remember Judd Hirsch's sitcom called Dear John, you are old as shit. It me. I old as shit. It is me. Jeez Louise. When you start remembering extremely obscure TV shows, you know it's time for something. Get your affairs in order. Regardless, who else we got up in here? I'm so happy to see my folks up in the spot. So thank you all for being here. Do you guys remember that? Judd Hirsch, very talented actor, very talented actor. Judd Hirsch is still with us, by the way. So if you see Judd Hirsch out and about, give Mr. Hirsch his flowers, please, and thank you. Yes, indeedy. So, all right, we're gonna get rolling. Did you watch Dear John Shirley? I watched it too. I mean, Shirley, what the hell? Was we 11? What you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm coming back to the show momentarily. I happened to catch an episode of the Golden Girls recently, Hallmark Lifetime. I don't know what channel it was. Sophia, right? We're all familiar with the Golden Girls. Nobody needs an explanation about who was who on the Golden Girls, right? Sophia was in bed with a man. Sophia was in bed with a man. And I'm thinking, dog, I had to have been every bit of 9 watching this, not even really having a concept of sex overall, but to watch the elder ladies get down. I wonder how that shaped my view of age and sexuality, because the Golden Girls was getting it in, dog. They was smashing. they was they was smashing bones. Woo! Amazing. Sophia had a man in the bed, y'all. Sophia. Lord, what did my 9-year-old self think of that? And they was running that right on primetime television. I love it now. And I loved it then. God damn. I've been watching Golden Girls my whole damn life. But anyway, do me a favor, everybody. This is a Golden Girls enthusiast platform. Please hit the like, hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, take a second to do so. And you can become a member. I have to put out, I'm sorry, the support things, because I don't do that very often. And I said, how come we not making no money? I'm like, dummy, because you're not telling people how to send you money. So, all right, so here we go. If you want to run us some bucks, you can do so a number of ways. Super chats, of course, appreciated. But the more direct methods include Cash App, $ BIDWKB, Venmo at BIDWKB, PayPal.me/BIDWKB, or you can support us on a sustaining basis by becoming a channel member or even by becoming a patron at patreon.com/BIDWKB. Also, quick reminder, guys, we are taking the month of June off. Yeah, I got to start telling y'all this because we already halfway through May. So when June 1st come around, y'all gonna be like, where the fuck is Kim? And Kim gonna be like, I told y'all. I told y'all. We was taking the month of June off. Because you guys know, Will teaches and Molly is a mama. And these people need their time, man. These people have been dealing with school and I respect that. Plus, selfishly, or proactively doing some self-care, I'm trying to stave off burnout. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see, like, I do several shows a week. you know it can add up. And you know it's not as easy as it may appear sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a stoner, so it's doubly and triply hard for me to sit here and be doing big extemporaneous speaking, because my brain has to work very hard to push the thoughts and the synapses through all the resin that has accumulated in my brain over the past lots of years, y'all. I've been smoking weed on a daily basis, pretty certain since I was 18. So what that mean? That's a lot of years. Maybe I should quit. But then I be in fear for everybody's safety. Hey, Black Magic. What's up, baby? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your BPM chat support today, Black Magic. I always feel encouraged when I see my good sister and come through and they go, Afra, what's up, Afra? Y'all. Oh, and Afra, the people them think that we met in the chat. Can we dispel? Can we clear this up real quick? I'm gonna start the show. I promise. I'm gonna start the show right now. Let me just say this. Afra and I worked at the Real News together, but we both of us kind of started around the same time. I started back for the second time, and she had started up there. Damn, I'm just putting Afra business out here, but I'm sorry, Afra. But we started around like it was like about a month, and then the pandemic hit. So we was on Zoom calls whole time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, someone just ran us some bucks. Peace, Xavier. We appreciate that. Thank you. Fuck, see, I gotta put the shit out there. You feel me? Look at the universe responding. Look at the universe responding. Thank you. And somebody read us a super chat. See, thank you guys. See, look, what's the saying? A closed mouth don't get fed. But I be stretching my throat in all the wrong directions. I don't like how that sounded. Wait a minute. Let me read. Let me wheel that one back in. I didn't like how that came out. My bad. I do not stretch my throat in any direction. I'm sorry. I did hit a J before I came on here, and it's probably showing. Anyway, Afra and I worked together. That's the story. We did not meet in the chat. There we go. So that's the long-winded way I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say here. Does that okay. Anyway, guys, so thank you all so much for being here and being present. You all are thebomb.com. Shout out to everybody that is checking us out on the good Twitter. Oh, actually, the bad Twitter. Sorry. My bad. Twitter's terrible. I'm sure that's not a shock to you. If you are watching this on Twitter, that's probably not news to you. So, those watching us on the bad Twitter, thank you so much. We appreciate you doing even that. And if you're checking us out on Twitch, thank you for doing that. Thank you all. So, all right, I'm about to get into this here story. And I know you guys might think, why the fuck would I care about this Andrew Gillum story? And I didn't until I looked until I looked into it a little bit more, and I started thinking, like, what's this? This is it went off again. V, thank you. Thank you so much, V. Oh my goodness. Look at y'all. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's for the vacay. Oh, see, you guys are the greatest, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I say that somewhat humbly and 100% respectfully to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking with my clan, dog. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody over here fucking with my people. I don't care. I don't care if it's Jimmy Dorn. I don't give a fuck who it is. Like, nobody is like these folks over here, the Fire Fair. And that's the real shit. I'm telling you guys. You think Jimmy Dorn's chat be checking on each other? Hell no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. These people don't give a goddamn. Over here, the Fire Fan, we are compassionate. We are just angry. You feel me? And we cuss a lot. But that don't mean we're not nice people. What's up, Rob? Thank you so much, Rob M, for your support. Rob said that he doesn't always agree with you guys. Thank you. Who's you guys? Oh, am I the you guys? But you support. Thank you so much. I listen, Rob. I appreciate that, and I even respect that even more. That you not really fuck. I mean, that you only kind of fuck with the thing, which is cool too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you so much for that, Quaker. As always, thank you so much for always supporting the thing. Okay, guys, let me get. I'm all dopamined up now. let me sit up straight and give you guys a proper program like you all have properly paid for. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right. So the story regarding Andrew Gillum, the young, shiny, aspiring Black Democrat out of Florida who gave Ron DeSantis a real run for his money in 2018. After that, Mr. Gillum Mr. Gillum hit the skids. He hit the skids in a bunch of ways, because not only did he come under federal investigation and federal indictment as part of the FBI's sting operation, their what they call that shit. Of course they call it something corny. It's called Operation Capital Currency, where the FBI sent agents undercover into Tallahassee, Florida, had them pose as developers, and they were trying to ensnare politicians in some corruption, and they were able to snag a couple people. And they thought they had Andrew Gillum and his mentor. He was actually facing all of these federal charges, on charges ranging from fraud and crazy shit and being black in public. And I mean, they charged him with a lot of stuff. I don't know all the charges. It was a lot of charges, and like over 30 charges. Like, it was a bunch of charges. Like, it was not no little amount of charges. But basically over this year, over, I guess, the past couple of years, parts of this FBI investigation has fallen apart. And on Monday, the shit hit the skids all the way. Will, if you could pop up the article for me, please, from Tallahassee.com. Tallahassee.com had the story with Andrew Gillum embattled embattled black Democrat out of Florida. His political resume is actually pretty impressive. Like, impressive if you're impressed by such things. But he was elected to be a city commissioner of Tallahassee at age 23. And then I know he served as the mayor of Tallahassee for a duration of time before deciding to go ahead and run for governor on the Democratic nomination, which he won from a pretty crowded field. And we're going to visit actually a portion of the debate betwixt him and Ron DeSantis. And I kind of wanted to, as much as I hate to fucking say it, god damn, maybe in some instances, occasional instances, electoral politics can do less harm. Again, since we're in the business of picking the lesser of two evils, on some issues there is definitely a more evil, but I'll get to that in a moment. But let me get to this case here, guys. So let me start towards the bottom there. Let's keep up the headline there for me, Will, because Andrew Gillum is free to resume his life after Monday. A federal judge finally dismissed the remaining bunch of charges that Andrew Gillum was facing. But back last week, Monday, May 4th, after a nearly 3-week trial, jurors acquitted Gillum on a single count of making false statements, but could not reach a verdict on 18 other conspiracy uh, 18 other conspiracy charges and wire fraud charges against Andrew Gillum and his co-defendant. Several jurors anonymously announced that the 12-person panel, the jury, voted heavily in favor of acquittal, but that 2, quote, biased jurors had prevented a unanimous decision. So the prosecutors Monday, what they said was that they went into the U.S. Circuit Court, District Court, I'm sorry, it's the U.S. court, the federal court, and asked the judge respectfully to dismiss the remaining charges against Andrew Gillum and his co-defendant. And all of this entire case has fallen apart via an acquittal of the charge that I aforementioned, the dismissal, and then there was a partial mistrial of some other charges. But it's interesting to me, guys, because out of this investigation, this FBI investigation, Operation Capital Currency, like I said, some folks did go down. Like, a couple of developers went down. These sound like white folks. I didn't feel like clicking on their names to you know verify. I didn't feel it because I don't really care. But I said, damn. I said it looked like they was locking up white folks. But and somehow Andrew has managed to escape. Which, you guys, if we examine even a brief recent history, a cursory examination, of Black elected politicians who have been charged federally or otherwise, the niggas went down. Okay, they went down. They went down. Andrew didn't go down. Andrew's probably got friends in high places, which I find quite interesting, by the way, y'all. Um, let's actually hear from Andrew Gillum a portion of the press conference that he gave on the courthouse steps, standing alongside of his wife and his attorney. And let's hear what Andrew had to say regarding this final closing of has been a lengthy chapter. I think they've been dealing with this for almost 7 years total regarding this federal FBI investigation, him being charged with federal charges, and now everything has gone away. Poof, like that. Let's take a look.
Beauty is that in our system, the powers that be don't always get to decide. Everyday people like you and me sometimes get our swing at the ball, and today the jury took it. There'll be a lot of time for a lot more, God knows, but today all I can muster is gratitude. Gratitude for having the opportunity to have a Marcus Moss at my side. Gratitude for having loving family and dedicated friends and a pastor who doesn't know what it means to sit down somewhere, but was here every day, broke leg and all. But also gratitude for second chances. And I, even as I stand here today in celebration and in gratitude for all the folks I've given appreciation to, I'm also reminded of the people who don't have what we were able to bring to this fight, who are every day being run over by powers more significant than them and don't have anybody to stand for them or with them. And I just got to believe that through this all, maybe one of the things that needed to be revealed to me is that this system is in desperate need of real reform. And I'll just say to be continued.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
y'all very much.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Andrew Gillum says the system needs to be reformed. Isn't that a shame? Like, this man just got took through the ringer, literally, right? And he still believes in the system. Well, I guess it worked for him this time. But, sir, you need to go and cop you a Powerball ticket, my guy, because that's not how it usually ends for Black politicians and Black people generally who find themselves on the wrong side of the law. But usually the Negroes in higher places get made an example out of. Well, even the Negroes in low places get made an example out of. They just love making examples out of niggas. Isn't that crazy? Crazy how that works. But what I said a second ago about could electoral politics actually have some benefit? All right, guys. That 2018 Florida gubernatorial race, I think, was amongst the closest in the history of the state. Gillum only lost that race by about 34,000 votes. 34,000 votes. That's not fucking shit in a governor's race, especially not a gubernatorial race in a state the size of Florida. 34,000 votes ain't shit. Andrew Gillum could have easily been the governor, y'all. This is not me stumping for Andrew Gillum. I'm just saying. But contrasted against DeSantis, I don't think Andrew Gillum's passing anti-woke bills. Now, he probably would have passed some pro-police shit. Were he the governor now, he probably would be talking about we got to do something about public safety. He probably would have said, he'd be on that stump speech all day. No question about it. But it's pretty clear the shit that he would not have done, that DeSantis has done. Andrew Gillum would not have signed a 6-week abortion ban in Florida. Andrew Gillum would not have denied trans people and trans children access to gender affirming care. He would not have done anti-critical race theory. He would not have pulled books off the shelves, right? trust me, I feel my stomach turning for me to even be saying any of this about any Democrat. It makes me nauseous. But it is the truth. Like I can't even deny the shit that it ain't the truth. Floridians, truly, some of them, trans kids, certainly girls, girls women would be better off if Ron DeSantis were not the governor. And at the time, to stand in the way of DeSantis being governor, it would have been Gillum, right? But it ain't, and it wasn't. Now, thank you, Infinite Content. Keep in mind what you're saying there, that they threw tens of thousands of black and brown people off of the voter rolls in the 2018 election. Yeah, because that was before that formerly incarcerated people had their voting rights restored. You're right about that, Infinite Content. Thank you so much for that, Infinite Content. You see what I did there? I appreciate you. That was some good way I spoke. Anyway, but the other part of Andrew Gillum's quote unquote downfall had to do with a sex scandal. And you guys, so much crazy shit clearly has happened over the past several years. I had damn near forgot about this shit. I had forgot that Andrew Gillum, this promising, shiny, cisgender example of black aspirational bourgeoisiness, got caught up in a sex scandal. And this is why I'm wondering if Andrew is being given a second chance. Because I'm telling you, he didn't just beat them charges. I mean, I'm sure his lawyer might have been doing the damn thing. Why not? But if white folks went down and Andrew Gillum didn't go down, Andrew Gillum has somebody with their finger on the scale there. I mean, whether or not, obviously that is nothing that I can prove. That is just my assumption. That's something that I perceive that, because that doesn't usually happen. You understand? Like black folks don't get justice in fucking America. Be serious. So Andrew Gillum got caught up in a sex scandal. Did he have a baby on the side? No. Do y'all remember the sex scandal, right? It was extra salacious because Andrew Gillum was caught having sex with other men in like it looked like they was having a real good time in the hotel. I mean, they had big drinks, they had big drugs, you know what I'm saying? Then there was pictures, right? I can't that's right. Okay, it's all coming back to me now, because I didn't actually retrieve this. Actually, no. But I didn't fucking read the article. Don't even put that up there, Will, because I didn't get a chance to go over it. But now it's coming back to me because there was video evidence. This my guy, was he on the meth or the cokes? He was doing the party drugs. He was having a good time, right? And there was so much consternation around this guy. Like, how could he do that to his wife? Like, oh my God, like, is he gay? Is he bi? Like, what is he? Does his wife know? Da 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 da. And I thought it was a real revelatory moment, in particular, I think, for that specific slice of the black political class, right? Because middle class, politically engaged liberal Democrats, right, usually tend to be church folks too, right? And as much as I wish it weren't so, there's a lot of homophobia in the black community still. And it's sad. I mean, there's homophobia across the country, but I'm not speaking across the country. I'm talking about my community here. There's still a lot of homophobia. There's still a lot of transphobia. And Andrew Gillum was on the receiving end of a lot of that. And I think that was part of the reason that he retreated from public life. But then after that, he got hit with these federal charges. So then he had another fight on a different front to battle with. But something that I had forgotten is that Andrew Gillum actually officially came out. Do you guys remember this? Let me play you this clip from the Tamron Hall show when Andrew Gillum courageously announced his sexuality. So let's take a look at that.
Tamron, everyone believes the absolute worst about that day. At this stage, I don't have anything else to have to conceal. I literally got broken down to my most bare place, to the place where I wasn't even sure that I wanted to live, not because of what I had done, but because of everything that was being said about me. What was most hurtful was this belief that I was somehow living a lie in my marriage and in my family. That was the most hurtful to me because I believe we're all entitled to mistakes. And I believe we're entitled to those mistakes without having every other respectable and redeeming part of our lives invalidated. And I felt like the love that I have between my wife and I, my family, but most important, the authenticity that I tried to lead with was all in question at this point. And not even in question anymore. Something else had been assumed by that. And to be very honest with you, when you didn't ask the question, you put it out there, is whether or not I identify as gay. And the answer is I don't identify as gay, but I do identify as bisexual. And that is something that I have never shared publicly before.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I can only imagine. I can only imagine what it's like, even in this day and age, in the 21st century, to be publicly outed, right? Before you were ready to publicly out yourself, right? It's got to be scary, right? It's got to be intimidating. And I appreciate his candor there, and I appreciate him acknowledging his partner in that way, acknowledging his wife in that way, because y'all, we cannot make assumptions. Okay, I know we live in a cis heteronormative society, and it's the Adam and Eve and all that bullshit. But even Adam and Eve might ask Steve to to come to the party. Like, don't make assumptions about what grown folks are doing in their bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? And don't make assumptions that even though somebody could be in what is perceived as a traditional relationship, even within the bounds of a regular ass marriage, you don't know what them people got permission to do. Like, some people got permission to go out here and be freaks. Now, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean like in a bad way. I actually mean freak in a good way. Like, if people are going to be not monogamous, then it's better, would you guys agree, for everybody, all partners, to be aware of the situation, correct? So I took Andrew Gillum at his word there, that his wife knew what time it was. And I applaud him if he was forthcoming with his wife about his sexuality. I would hope prior to the photos and pictures of his fun time with the boys before all that got leaked to the press. I would hope that he told her before then. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt there. But I don't think it's an accident that this still very young, shiny, promising black politician, black Democrat from Florida, who has come out as a member of the LGBTQ plus community. I think that he is being given a second shot at the national spotlight. I think him being acquitted of all these charges, don't well, fuck, they just had an election down in Florida for governor. I was going to say, don't be surprised, but he might run for governor next time. I mean, DeSantis won't be there because of term limits. But Gillum, they might run him again or run him for senator. Who knows? Like, he's been acquitted of doing bad shit on the job. And I think his position as a member of the gay community could help to turn the tide, potentially, from a policy perspective, were he to run and get elected. Or this is shit he could run on, that he would roll back all the anti-gay, anti-trans shit that DeSantis put forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they are priming him for another position down there in Florida. And even still, he could eventually make his way to a higher position. I don't know about the White House, but maybe senator or maybe even cabinet position. Not that I give a fuck about any of this shit, but I mean, I'm just saying, I do sort of like to speculate about the horse race aspect of it all on occasion. But like, um, I gotta say, I'm happy for him, even though, like I said, black political bougie is not usually a group that I root for. But I root for black people who are able to defeat the fucking system, at least when it is personally attacking them. The prosecutors in this case, in this federal fucking case, did a terrible job. Like, they did not do a good job by all reports. And it's funny, Tallahassee.com, as I read from the article there, that the jury was actually trying to save the prosecutors a little bit of embarrassment by leaking it to the Tallahassee Democrat, the newspaper there in Tallahassee, by leaking it to them that, we was actually going to acquit him. It was only two dickheads was holding out for the unanimous acquittal, but you might want to go ahead and drop these because you're not about to win this case. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. So interesting shit there about Andrew Gillum. And I hope it helps to broaden the minds, at least, of some of those who are specifically within his constituency base, and those black people that find themselves being liberals and being Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Like, black folks are culturally conservative, right? Like, this should not be news to anybody. Okay, like, the blacks, not the blacks, Jesus, listen to me, but homophobia and people being trans is still not uniformly accepted in our community. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't. And that's a shame. And it needs to be. So if anything, if Andrew Gillum is going to return to the black political misleadership class, perhaps he can at least educate those conservative, culturally conservative black liberals, about broadening their mind and their heart space, to advocate, not just tolerate and accept, but outright advocate, for equality and acceptance of our LGBTQ brothers, sisters, and non-binary folks. Let me take a little break here. Take a little push for the course. Oh, it's 7:43. Hold on. My ear thingies hurt my ear. Ow. Take that out. I can't hear nothing in there anyway. I mean, I can hear, but there's no sound coming out of that. It's just for whatever the fuck. See, and when I get my hair straight, I have a tendency to run my fingers through it. You know what I'm saying? Like this Hawaiian silky or something. That's why and it's hard for me to really clean my ears good when I'm in the shower because I'm trying not to get my edges wet. And I do not like walking around with not crispy clean ears. Like, my ears are one of my body parts that if my ears don't feel clean, I'm getting back in the shower, man. I'm sorry, I got to get back. I have to get back in and clean my ears, because if my ears feel gross, it's gonna ruin my whole world. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you guys so much for the very generous support that you have already sent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for constantly supporting the thing, consistently supporting the thing, and supporting when I'm other places too. When we do BPM, when we doing status quo. What's up, Damien? How you feel? Oh, I did. I've got to be so happy because Black Magic, you don't get in here all the time, babes. That's why I'd be so happy and so glad. I'm like, oh, Black Magic made time. What's up, Yippa99? Y'all heard me having to cuss people this morning on the damn that fucking. I'm not going to even say nothing because motherfuckers would be excited, be like, oh, she was on my show, she was on her show complaining about me, blah blah blah. Nope. But y'all know who the fuck I cussed. You know who I cussed. That's it. That's it. Anyway, speaking of cussing, now I have to say, guys, I did not get a good night's rest. I didn't. I didn't sleep very well last night. So consequently, I don't even know how I got up and did the morning show this morning. Jesus woke me up this morning. I'm telling you, I had set my alarm for 6:30, and my eyes fluttered open, and I looked at my phone. It was 6:27. I said, Jesus, I couldn't sleep 3 more minutes long. I said, Jesus said, no, you go. I got to make sure you are up to date. And I'm actually glad I got up for the morning show this morning because we laughed. Jesus. Oh my God. Them bros are so hilarious. Isn't it amazing that they're actually like very serious people, but I love that. I told Ear Doctor, I'm sorry, I'm just shooting the shit. I told Ear Doctor, I said, Ear Doctor, I said, I love the vibe of the morning show because I feel like we're in the cafeteria. Do y'all remember how much fun you used to have in the cafeteria, sitting around with your friends, just laughing insanely at the at anything, at anything? The joy of the middle school and high school cafeteria lunch table. I'm trying to tell you, that's what BPM feels like to me. Maybe that's not a compliment, but it is. It from my perspective, it totally is a compliment. So anyway, so I said that to say I did not rest well. So I kind of had some difficulty putting together today's show. So I said that to say this next segment, some elements of this are going to be a surprise to I also because I said, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's pick that one. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. So this is a video that has gone viral. Of a white woman showing off. she was showing off around black folks and trying to get black folks in trouble. Made people think she was a damsel in distress. I don't really know exactly what old girl thought she was doing here, but she definitely thought she was doing something. So I want us to take a look at this video. And who posted this? The imposter Twitter account posted this, and I think even 50 Shades of Way chimed in here. Oh, damn it, Will, did I include that? Pardon me. I see a typo on the doc that I made. I made the typo. You didn't make the typo. But it says weaponizing white women tears, WW tears, part. I just put a bunch of numbers. Because how many times have we seen white women weaponize that tears, weaponize that Becky water? I'm telling you. And listen, the white women do it because they know the shit works. The shit usually works. But people are hip to the shit now and are saying no mas Becky water, no mas with the agua de Becky. We're not doing that no more. So let's run this video, guys. I wanted it sort of to be a surprise to me also. So I haven't. We are going to all view this for the first time together. So and this lady has been named. She has also been addressed by her job. I'll come back with those details after we check out this clip. Let's check it out.
Record him. Help me! Please help me!
Not your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike.
Please help me! Help! Please get off me!
Wait, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Please get off me!
Yo, don't not take it, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Man, now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Help!
You're not getting
Get
the
off
bike.
me,
I'm
dude.
not. Bro,
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
stupid as something. You're not
Don't touch
touching
his
my
phone.
phone.
Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my hand.
My dude, stop. No, my dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
Please help me!
She took my bike. She's just crying.
You're not crying. You're not crying. I got
Stupid.
I got
It's
your
my
video.
bike.
Wait, you pulled it out? Hey, Hassan, you pulled it out? Hassan,
I don't give a fuck.
Hassan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his. It's his. It's
on my
his.
Reset it, and then you pull it out on your account.
I'm going to her walk. I don't give a fuck.
This is my fake crying.
Guys,
This is fake crying. Stop fake crying.
Hey, stop touching me. I don't touch you.
Hold up.
Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Why don't you take this bike?
Stop touching me.
I will.
Exactly. So take
Fuck out of
it.
here.
So take it.
Buddy, you're stupid ass. Fuck out of here. Dumbass. Your baby gonna come out with
Wait, how you stop crying?
Fuck.
Not a tear came down, miss.
My dick.
Not a tear came down.
Fuck out of here.
Woo, woo. Oh man, the performance. Guys, she was giving you Meryl. She was trying to give you Meryl Streep. She was trying to give you Kathy Bates. She was trying. She gave you more like Melanie Griffith, though, to be honest. It really, the performance was not giving. She did try it, though. She absolutely tried the thing. So this person has been identified as one Sarah Jane Cautry, who apparently worked at NYC's Bellevue Hospital. New Yorkers, y'all familiar with Bellevue? Would you feel comfortable being being handled in any way by Sarah Jane right there? The hospital actually released a statement that says that we have become aware of an incident. If you could put that up there, well, thank you. Oh, what was that? I think I have it up. It's just a fucking screenshot of some text, so you don't even have to put it up there. It's not doing anything visually, but I can see this. It says that we have recently become aware of an incident that occurred. Um, sorry, that occurred off campus over the weekend, and it appears to involve one of our employees. It says that we are reviewing the incident. Interesting. So, what is there to review exactly? Like there's a video of Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane was not getting her way, and Sarah Jane decided that she was going to turn on the Becky water to try to elicit what? Did she want somebody to come over and intervene? Was she hoping that maybe Daniel Penny was walking by and he would put up some of the other gentlemen who were trying to get access to the e-bike? He was going to put them in the chokehold. Was she trying to entice some sort of vigilante interference? I mean, it kind of seems that way, given that this happened in New York, given what the fuck just recently happened in New York with the murder of Jordan Neely on the New York City subway. What the fuck do you think Sarah Jane thought that she was doing there? Like, I mean, clearly we're looking at something very intentional, right? This is a behavior. This is a behavior. This is part of the pathology of white supremacy, and especially how it plays out, what it looks like, how it manifests in America specifically. The white women know, they know it. They know it. They know they can turn on the Becky water and say, "Help! This darky is assaulting me. I'm being raped. I'm being hurt." Da, 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 da. And that somebody would intercede. God forbid the police come, because we know what happens after that, right? Something bad. Nothing ever good. Nothing ever good ever comes out of that. So it is just another example of the ways in which non-white people can be easily criminalized. Like, it's the way, again, I know I keep referencing the Fugitive Slave Act, but because that's all the shit keeps coming back to me, is Fugitive Slave Act energy. Anytime a white person anywhere in the country suspected a black person of being a runaway slave. Now, how in the fuck would a white person know that? Of course they didn't know it, but they were deputized. Every white person in America, regardless of their class or socioeconomic status, had default power over black people, the power to bring the state or the militia or whomever, the authorities, to bring the weight of the authorities to bear on any black person that they felt like it, just because they could. And black skin instantly criminalized. Oh, you're black. You're probably a runaway slave. Hey, excuse me, constable, can you come over here and arrest this darky? I think this darky ran away. And then what? And then it's a whole papers, please situation, which black people are still doing to this fucking day. Black and brown people still very much in a papers, please situation, where we have to prove legally with documents that we are allowed to be where we are. Because merely existing in a space as a black person or as a brown person is simply not allowed in America if white people question if you are where you are supposed to be. And that's the shit that we need to address. And this is for our white comrades. You guys, if y'all here, I know y'all been doing the work, but maybe there's some new folks in here who don't understand that they have work to do. They have work to do. And at the baseline of it, at the core of it, is don't ever do fucking that. like I know the anti-racist work is work. You know, it's deprogramming and reprogramming and unlearning and relearning. I get that. But let's start at step one. Let's do baby steps. Let's not do that bullshit right fucking there. Let's not ever weaponize your emotions and your privilege and your status default as a white person over a non-white person in America. Because again, I don't even think the Fugitive Slave Act ever got repealed. Wait a minute. I need to do my Googles. I think the Fugitive Slave Act's still in the books. Maybe that's why the racist whites act the way they act, because they know it. They said, "Oh, did you know the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850? They never took that off the books." Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me. What are the chances that you think Sarah Jane is going to lose her job? Has she lost her job? Do you guys know this? You guys may have more recent information than I. I think the last I checked this was today. But it's interesting that Bellevue Hospital, which that's the psychiatric hospital, right? Like I'm somewhat slightly reminded of a story that our good sis Jacqueline Luqman told us on the Remix Morning Show on BPM recently, where Jackie was detailing her process of, getting prepared to get a kidney transplant and, doing all the things leading up to that. And how a white woman healthcare worker, y'all know the story I'm telling, white woman healthcare worker who was a nutritionist told Jackie that she wouldn't be cleared to get on the transplant list until she lost 5 more pounds. Only for Jacqueline to come and discover that white bitch didn't have no fucking authority to dictate whether or not Jackie got on the fucking list or not. Bitch, that's not your job. Oh, but she thought it was her job. Because why? Because she was white and Jackie was white. And white people get to tell black people what to do. So for people who are our comrades, thank you for not doing that. And people who aspire to be our comrades, don't do that shit. Do not fucking do that shit. If you're gonna Karen for good. And I know for some of our white sisters in here, I know that makes y'all uncomfortable for me to say that, but I'm telling you, when I say Karen for good, y'all know I'm not saying Karen or no bullshit like that shit, right? So Karen for good, right? If you see, let's say a white woman out here being a Karen, pulling some dumb shit on black people, you get in her shit, okay? You radical white lady, go get into the Karens. Get in her fucking face. What is she going to do to you? It's an equal fight. It's a fair matchup. You know what I'm saying? What's she going to do? Call the police on you? Shit. You call the police on her. You tell her, bitch, I can call the police too and cry. Karen for good out here, our white sisters. Karen for good. It can be done. I have faith. I have confidence in you. I know you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. Yes. So anyway, for any white people who may stumble across this video and you are not a member of the Fire Fam, please don't ever do no dumb shit like that. Stop fucking with black people. Stop fucking with brown people. Stop playing the victim. You know what I'm saying? But and don't ever think of overdoing it in the sense of either becoming a vigilante or trying to encourage vigilantism simply because a black person or non-white person has made you uncomfortable. Fuck, maybe even been rude to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's not illegal. It's not illegal. People are allowed to be assholes so long as they're only being assholes with their words. You understand? Don't ever try to physically impose nothing on nothing. And don't call the fucking police. Jesus. I'm sorry. Maybe we should do a tutorial. maybe we should do a how-to video. We'll work on that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to push off here. Ooh, 8:00 on the dot. Bam. Got him. All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., bright and early on the Remix Morning Show, Black Power Media. We appreciate you guys checking us out there. And I will be on Status Coup tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. So set your bells and notifications. I saw the story you tagged me in Infinite Content. Yes, another fucking Norfolk Southern train has derailed. I'm pretty certain that Jordan M is all on that. So go on there, set your bells and shit. I will be on there mananas. So thank you all so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out the door. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and like us places around the internet at BIDWKB on Instagram, on Facebook, at Burn It Down KB on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching us on Twitch and stupid Twitter, because Twitter's stupid. On behalf of Will and Molly, I thank you guys so much. COVID is still out here jumping on people, y'all. Like, COVID is still killing 1,000 people a week. And I'm seeing people that I respect tweet alarming things about COVID that I actually need to follow up on because I have actually intentionally not followed COVID because it makes me despondent and sad because the COVID emergency has all ended. All the tests now are not free anymore. That shit costs. You can't even get the Paxlovid unless you have a positive COVID test. Positive COVID test. Like it's madness out here. And I even was slipping. I went and got my hair done yesterday. I was in there maskless. I went in there maskless. And it wasn't until my stylist started sniffling. I said, "Oh shit, I'm in here naked. I'm in here fucking raw dog in the air, like ear doctor say." With this lady sniffling over top of me, I feel fine though. But even still, I'm concerned about the COVID situation still. So I did a boo boo. I will be more mindful about masking in indoor spaces. But I wanted to confess to you guys that I was a hypocrite at the hair salon, and that was not intentional. Ask Afra. Afra, when we masked the fuck up in New York, girl, we was not playing games. But yeah, COVID is still out here running trains on people. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what COVID is doing. COVID is doing a lot. So anyway, be mindful. Wash your hands, social distance, do all those things. Wear your mask whilst indoors. On behalf of Will and Molly, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. See y'all later. Bye bye. I'm a little shiny. Oh Lord.